All new at 4, the president laying out his economic policy wish list at last night's State of the Union address. And to discuss everything in his speech, well, maybe not everything because we don't have that much time, but I'm joined by longtime NC State professor and economist Dr. Mike Walden. So thanks so much for being here. The major victory, the president pointed out, is that the economy did create more than 6.5 million jobs last year, more than any time in American history. So what does that mean for our economy right now?
Well, we've been in economic recovery for a couple of years, and I think the president can take credit for continuing that. But it actually started in the third quarter of 2020. But it does mean that we're pretty much back to where we were pre-pandemic. Yes, we do have some labor shortages in certain areas, but in terms of our overall economic output, we're actually better than we were pre-pandemic. The big issue, of course, and on everyone's mind, is inflation.
I mean, that is such a issue for everybody. One thing that maybe could help is raising the minimum wage. That was another talking point the president had, saying he wants to see it at $15 an hour. Do you think that's even feasible at this point, though?
Probably not. I don't expect the Congress to do much in terms of passing legislation. The president proposals this session. I mean, we're getting up into the midterm elections. Last night, he repeated a lot of the proposals that he had in the Build Back Better bill, which did not pass. Things like helping with child care, community college, pre-K, et cetera. Those are initiatives, I think, that are well received, but I doubt that there's going to get any of them will get passage this year.
There was a talk about the difference between trickle down and trickle up. What is the main difference as far as the result is concerned? Because I feel like if you're in the middle class, you're always kind of stuck in the middle.
Well, we have had a lot of change in our economy, but trickle down simply means cut taxes, particularly for businesses. Businesses will create jobs. Trickle up says, no, what we need to do is invest in people, improve worker skills, and they'll do better. I think we actually need both. Both of them can lead to better jobs. But in terms of the big issue right now with inflation, I think, unfortunately, this is going to cause the Federal Reserve, which sits outside the Biden administration, it's an independent agency, to probably push for higher interest rates. They're going to pull some cash out of the economy. Right now, we have an economy that's really simmering. I mean, the president mentioned the 6 million jobs. It's really almost verging on overheating. The Federal Reserve wants to sort of turn that down a little bit. So I'm looking for interest rate hikes. I'm probably looking for slower economic growth. The trick here for the Federal Reserve is to do all this to get inflation down, but to do it without a recession.
Well, let's hope that can be done. Dr. Mike Walden, thanks so much for joining us.
My pleasure. Thank you.